Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I do not expect anyone that watches this to automatically agree with this video. In fact, it kind of goes against the entire Kabam narrative. They want people to be so hungry to rank up, awaken, and put 6 stones into 7 stars that we're starting to see for a high amount of money, like a really high amount of money. 7-star 6-stone crystals, and those are just for what, Valiant players? We have yet to see 7-star awakening gems, not even if you fully explore Necropolis, which, as I was attempting to do that, I kept thinking, why am I doing this? And to this day, I kind of miss the 10,000 plus units that were put into that, and the hundreds of revives and 4-hour crystals that were also put into that. But you know, it takes you what it takes you, they say. That was the first time, though, where it took you what it took you, and I didn't think it was worth it. And I was very open about, if you're Paragon and you've completed a path and you wonder if it's worth it to explore, I would say absolutely not. Wait for 8.4 to come out and just make sure you've explored all of Act 8, which is much easier than Necropolis, especially 8.3 before then. But back to the video at hand. I love my 7 stars. Shuri, Hulk, Domino, Bishop, Titania, and then these 3. Captain America, Sam Wilson, Deathless Guillotine, and Werewolf by Night are the ones I use the most. Everybody else, even my beloved Elsa, even Jugs, even Hyperion, I don't use. I like them, but I don't use them. So we're talking about just a handful of champs. If you compare this to my 6-star roster, the one that I like the most and the one that I get the most excited about is obvious. Even if you are the top progression level, even if you're Valiant, you can't get the new 7-star. At the time of recording this, there is no 7-star arena. And when the 7-star arena comes out, you know it's going to be the old arena format. You know only the top 100 are going to get the champion, and that is probably going to be taken up. And I'm just saying this statistically, not out of fact, but out of assumption, that at least half those 100 spots are going to be filled by the top grinders and the top people who find top grinders every week. That's what happened in the last 6-star. I would have people tell me, Prof, you don't understand. There are people that hire people to play the arena for them. I am not encouraging this because I have heard several stories of people who did this to break the terms of service, got caught, and lost their account. So it's a great way to risk losing your account, and that is not something that you should ever try to do. With that being said, I would be very naive if I just didn't address that elephant in the room of the arena community. That when there's a new, exciting, especially 7-star opportunity, there will be cheaters, and they will do their best to work around Kabam's detection systems. Some will do it, and some will fail, if that is what is shown. And I also think that when a 7-star arena comes out, those of you that have maybe gotten away with it in the past, Kabam is going to want to make sure that the Merc community is extra watched. So, I'm just saying. I don't know when that's going to come out. I hope it's not anytime soon, because that kind of means that the game's moving, I think, too fast. But for now, the 7-star arena doesn't exist, which means the 6-star arena is the best way to get the champ, other than spending what I think, in the long run, is a steal of a deal if you can afford it, and a lot of people can't. But that's $100 for the early access bundle that gets you the new featured champion, plus a chance. I did awaken my 6-star Onslaught with one of the Onslaught crystals. I won the RNG. Haven't done it since, and haven't ever landed on the 7-star. But you can get the 6-star and then awaken them with the crystal. You'll also get a couple more crystals and 7-star shards, or something that I think is really exciting, and that is the ability to get 3 greater 30% champion boosts inside the game. But you get the boosts, but you sacrifice the extra rewards for the website. I think the boosts are still more valuable than the rewards, especially if they're not going into your overflow. But needless to say, when you become Valiant, Kabam's trying to get you obsessed with 7 stars, but 6 stars become so cheap. I continue to tell every Paragon player watching this, do not spend any of your trophy tokens until you get to the max of like 150,000, I think. Yeah, 150,000. Because then, you don't want to not claim them. But they become worth so much more. From fully formed Tier 6 Basic and fully formed Tier 3 Alpha to this. I have 146 generic 6-star 6 stones I haven't used yet that I'm going to use soon. And I might even be able to use some in this video if I wanted to. But those are free for doing Battlegrounds matches. Those are literally free. And because I think Jessica Jones... I don't use Jessica Jones right now in Battlegrounds because the top Valiant players have enough counters, especially somebody like Nick Fury, that I never ban because there are worse people in my eyes to fight than Nick Fury. But then he's available against someone like Photon or Jessica Jones. Anyhow, I'm usually going to now save them for the new 6-star champ because I know that most of the people that I have ranked up as 6 stars, I have as a 7-star component, especially somebody like Hulk and Domino. So we can, and I'm telling you, Valiant players in a couple months, way more people are going to be Valiant in the game because of what I truly believe is going to be possible, even if it's just a rank 2 to rank 3 rank up gym crystal. I hope it's a generic, but maybe it'll be a crystal. But no matter what, you'll have access to 2 different rank 2 to rank 3 rank up crystals, and that'll be enough to get those 2 7 stars to rank 3, and you'll be Valiant. And then I'll be talking about how the economy of the Valiant game is pretty obvious what you should do. You should spend your Battlegrounds trophy tokens on generic 6-star 6 stones. You should, if possible, save your cash and buy an early access bundle. Maybe you only do that once every couple months for a champion you're really excited about, but that's what to do. And then in the threat level 5 side quest, you just use this. And oh, by the way, you're still going to get a chance to get a class-based Awakening Gem from the other Awakening Gem crystal, depending on the month. And then you're going to eventually get Tier 2 Primordial Dust to take up maybe that new 6-star that's going to be amazing in Battlegrounds. Because, let me tell you, they've either been banned or people have found out quickly when they've been matched up against me. And they're just at rank 4 right now, right? But they are SIG 200. That the Serpent is not somebody you want to fight in Battlegrounds. Even if you have a counter that you think is really good. Like I had somebody in Battlegrounds recently match up against me, and they thought they had beaten me, or at least I'm pretty sure they thought they had beaten me because they had OG Scarlet Witch as a counter. I can't remember. I think it was this one maybe. No. Maybe the previous one. These all run into my head sometimes. Yeah. So I had Cosmic Ghost Rider against Atuma. They had OG Scarlet Witch against the Serpent. At the end of the fight, because of the glancing and everything else, I'm just going to take myself off the screen real quick. They still had 9% health left. And they probably fought really well. And then round 2, I had also a new champion that is deceivingly tricky to fight if you don't have the right counter. And that is Dust. So I don't foresee a time in several years where if you save up your rank up resources, save up your 6 stones and your Awakening Gem and $100, that you're not going to immediately with a rank 5 or especially rank 6 Ascended 6-star, you're not immediately going to do well in Battlegrounds regardless of the fact that they're not a 7-star. So, this is going to sound weird, but because of everything I just laid out, I believe 6 stars are still the future of MCOC. Because they're so cheap compared to 7 stars, and 7 stars are not going to be cheap anytime soon because that's how Kabam wants to make money. But I'm going to take the money I'd spend on 7-star 6 stones or 7-star shards or anything else and not spend it on that. I'm just going to spend it on targeting and ranking up 6 stars. And I believe that history will be on my side, even if people look at this on paper and think, that Prof. Hoff, I knew he was an idiot. Well, touche, buddy. I think I'm making a compelling case here.